first four from Gloria Obukor, taking Lorna for 4 runs.
And of course, it is the first four of the match, first boundary of the match. Bukor will want to continue doing that. She knows if she takes on Lorna, she could strike. It's a good ball there from Lorna.
Ball, but still Gloria is not giving up. I think she's like, even if my first opener is out, but still I can go through.
That's the way to go about the game. You've got to believe in your abilities to perform at the highest of levels, and the final doesn't come any bigger than that. Obukor steps out, chance for a catch.
Another chance given by Gloria Obukor, but there they drop her in covers. There she gets another chance to be in the wicket, and Lorna Anyait goes for 6 runs in an over, and still I believe she's going to come back stronger than that, and that is the end of the over. First over for 1, they went for 6 runs.
Chance put down there. Over number 1. Over number 1, 6 for 1. The Kayakers strike in the first over. They have that wicket. They have that wicket over Kevin Awino, the keeper batter for the Trekkers, not scoring in the final. And then Obukoro giving a chance after scoring a 4. Teddy Oyela, guilty party there for dropping a simple catch.
The captain has trusted her with the ball, believing that she is a good spinner, and she believes she's going to deliver for her team, and again to get another wicket in there. So let's watch and see the action, the battle in between the two teams in there.
Teddy Oyela in the strike. Tight from Habib Mugara's girls.
And good pick up from Proskovia Alako in point there.
Yeah, they have not just 1 point, but 2 of them. Habib Mugara, the coach, they are changing the tactics in the final, bringing on the spinners up front, denying pace to the batters of the Trekkers. Cut very hard, chance for a run. Yes, they run quickly. I'm worried there was no backup there. If they'd gone past Esther Iloko, it would have been a single.
It would be a single or even a 4.
Teddy Oyela, can she pick up another wicket here? Does she have it in herself to bounce back after dropping a catch?
Possibly. She can get that wicket for her team. There again, they go for 1 run of Teddy Oyela.
Day to work for the 2 teams. No holding back. It's a final effort. They can go take a full day's rest and sleep. No one will disturb them to wake them up for an early morning walk or jog. Shot hard, hit hard, but straight to that protected area on the offside. A lot of protection there. The spinners here are denying.
Teddy Oyela seems to be backing up Lorna's over because she believes I should back up so that these people shouldn't score more than 50 overs, because today is a very different day.
That's the way to go about. You have to bowl in partnerships. If you don't bowl in partnerships, you undo the work done by your mate. But that's a very good over. Teddy Oyela, yes, she did drop a catch, but she's come back, bowled a first beautiful over. Just 2 runs in the over. And look at that score.
That is a very beautiful over. She went for only 2 runs. And that is the end of the second over. 8 runs on board for 1.
Finals, what do you think? I know you've played in many finals back in Soroti in the schools cricket league. What's your take on finals? How do you find finals? Are they pressure games? Are they always low scoring games? People don't play to their full potential because it's a final?
To me, finals is a pressure game because everyone is battling because wants to see that who is going to take it. Is it my team to take it or the other team? So it is not easy to lose in finals.
And as you talk about finals being a pressure game, you can see there's pressure on Esther Oluku. She puts down a thin edge of the bat of Janet Mbabas there. Second chance from Mbabas there to work hard. You can see Lona Nyait, the bowler, is saying that would have been my second wicket. And that would have been a big wicket for her to pick.
Yes.
Hit that
Still
one straight.
protection, trying to get gaps, but protection is everywhere. Sending a message to them that today is not easy. You have to die a little.
Well said, Sandra. You see that one hit straight to Jacqueline Nakayovu. Full dead straight bat from Mbabazi. Time to work today. You can't say you didn't get a chance. You have to work in a final for your team.
Trying to risk in there by Mbabazi herself. But Esther Iloku picks up that ball first time and hands it straight to the stumps. But Janet comes back to defend her room to stay in the wicket.
Janet Mbabazi has been run out many times in her career, more than she has been dismissed, caught, bowled, or LBW, because her running is suspect. When she runs stuff, it's hard for her to turn back and find ground. Why is it so?
Because even in this tournament, of all the games she played, she has never been bowled out, but she always comes out stumped and run out.
Lona Nyait onto the business. Everyone wants to win the final. And the nice, interesting gear battles going on. Even bigger for the foreign players in this team here. You see they have Diane Marie Bibenyimana, and they also have the Sipi Trekkers, and they also have Vanessa Diambo, and Sarah Owera is in the Sipi Trekkers as well. So they're in the final. It's only the professional Veronica Abuga from your team that is missing out.
That is the end of the third over, delivered by Lona Anyait. Still coming through as a fourth over, still by Teddy Oyela. And on the striker's end is the captain of the Sipi Trekkers, Janet Mbabazi.
Teddy Oyela to Janet. Nothing on it. The tactics of the Kayakers must have shocked Sipi Trekkers.
Today is brain over muscle.
Well said. Brain over muscle is what Sandra Chow says. Power is nothing without control here. You've got to think this game. Hit hard, hit straight. There is Franklin Najumba riding that boundary at long on.
First time pick up from Franklin Najumba. There they go for only 1 run, because I believe Franklin is a very good fielder. When you try risking on her, probably you will get going out.
The beauty of this game, the weather is perfect. Sometimes you can't ask for much. You just have to thank the Lord for such a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely weather for the cricket game. There we see the fielders are really active.
They have to work. Everybody's got to work here. Teddy Oyela, just 2 balls left in the 4th over, her second. Tough times there for the trekkers. They find themselves in unfamiliar conditions where they have to dig deep and play very well the spinners who are very tight in the power play. That's a very good ball from Teddy Oyela. And for a person to be bowling for the first time in the tournament, you feel that she's doing very well. 2 overs, 4 runs for Teddy, and the score
is 11 for 1 after 4 overs. We have 16 overs to go. Let's wait and see what the Sipi Trekkers are going to set for the Itanda Kayakers.
Couple of young fans there supporting the Sipi Trekkers. They want the Sipi Trekkers to get on going with it.
Today is a lovely day, is a good day because I believe everyone around is enjoying the game since it's final. Things are really not easy inside there because I'm seeing the fielders are too active. Even the bats ladies are trying all their best, but it seems like the field is too tight for them. So they're trying to work hard in order to see that they get those runs on board for their team.
This elite league has so many classy players. You guys have been playing in this league, so much class. Imagine Teddy's bowling for the first time and she's bowling in the final. Where has she been all along in the tournament?
I think the coach has been hiding her for the finals because she believes that if Teddy bowls in during finals, she's going to give her best in order to showcase what she can do for her team.
And there's a lot of bowling to come. That's a big wild slog. The chase is on.
Another second for Sipi Trekkers from the captain, Janet Babazi.
Babazi is the girl on the hand. Look at those young fans. It's a beautiful Sunday coming out here to support. It tells you the future of the game is very much alive in Uganda. That is a very big, brave shot, high-risk shot, high gains for Janet Mbabazi.
Although Franklin Najumba tries to chase that ball, but the ball was too faster than her, so she couldn't get it.
Well said, Sandra. Sometimes you can chase, but only chase and watch as it crosses the line.
There, the captain is now trying to use her brain to see where should I put the ball, where can I get the gap in order to push my team.
That's the way to go about it. Babazi is very talented. She's a hard worker and she trains hard. All that hard work comes to the fore now. Gloria Obukor and Janet Mbabazi continue to fight. The run rate, they're moving at 3.7, not too shabby. But it's the tactics that must have shocked them from the Itanda Kayakers. Hit powerfully, chance for a run.
Well played, but the fielders are too active, and that is the end of the over. 5 overs down. We have 15 overs to go. It's Sipi Trekkers versus Itanda Kayakers. The battle is on. The two big animals are fighting in there. And they have 19 runs on board for 1 after 5 overs. Seems like the two batters who are in, they are now getting the ball, they are seeing the ball, but still, also the fielders are like, it can't come all that easily. Let's keep working. Let's not drop our shoulders till the end, till the last ball. The 6th over running, still coming from the Ginger Road. is none other than Teddy Oyela coming to give us the 6th over.
That will be her third over. She's bowled very well thus far. Hopefully she can keep it a little tight because the last over of the power play trusts Janet Mbabazi to look for one boundary in this over. She runs round it, hits it straight to under the nose of Claire Mushakamba, who runs in quickly. And but the awareness, high levels of awareness from Mbabazi and Obukoro to know that they can turn it just around the corner and run off for a quick single.
Yeah.
Hit down to Fly Gully. No runs there. The familiar face of Jacqueline Nakayovu. Like a hairstyle. I like the way she walks around the park. She's full of confidence, saying, when am I coming to bowl?
But I believe the captain is going to give her the chance to showcase her talent with the ball.
Hit straight back to Teddy.
Back to the bowler, but still no run from there.
Of course, Teddy says, no way through here. There's no road here. It's been closed off. Hit straight to Diane Marie Bimenyimana. Goes down on one knee. Basics on show.
Basics win the game.
I will say it again. Teddy continues to go through our overs quickly. Big shot.
That is the 34 from Janet Mbabazi, pushing the score to 25 runs on board after hitting Teddy Oyela for 4.
Do you think it's a time now to bowl some pace to Janet Mbabazi because she's looking very comfortable with the spinners?
Yeah, she's getting comfortable with the spinners. I believe the captain is thinking of what to do next. The next change, I believe it's going to be the pace.
Hit straight back to Teddy Oyela, who stops that, says the road is closed here. You won't get any run past me. It is the end of the power play. The score is 25-1. Janet Mbabazi on 15 from 19 balls. Gloria Bukol has 10 from 16. The run rate 4.17. Things are looking good now for the Sipi Trekkers. Do you concur?
I believe they are now moving in a very good pace for their team. Coming on the shell end, still Lorna Anyait coming to deliver the 7th over of the tournament, playing the finals. It is not easy for the two teams, the two animals battling on the field. So let's see who is going to take the day.
Lorna Anyait. To Obukor. Obukor has eaten up some balls. 18 now. After that dot ball.
With the 10 runs.
More dot balls there. She's gone through her overs quickly.
Lorna Anyait seems to be an experienced bowler. She's putting the balls there, giving Gloria Obukor hard time to time the ball in the gap.
It's a beautiful shot from Gloria Obukor, but there is protection down. They want to look at each other and want to come back for the second. They won't take the risk. They set off. The hunt is missed.
Protection everywhere. There from Jacqueline. Nakayov gives that ball back to the keeper to see their safety.
4 balls got in that over. The 7th over after the power play. Protection. Straight in the middle. Bukor has no answers to the questions being asked by Lona Anyait. The examination room can be a tough place to be.
Examination room can give you pressure. You'll end up in sweat and even on tears.
And cricket over is one such of a dressing room. No run there. No fly zone.
That is the end of the 7th over. Anyait Lona goes for 2 runs in that over. That is the end of the 7th over by Lona Anyait. 27 runs on board for 1.
And Lona Anyait finishes her spell. You can see 1 for 17. See a couple of people in the building there. From Cricket Cranes International, Henry Senyo, the left arm orthodox spinner, right there in the frame, having a chat with one of the top journalists in the country, Julius Senyimba. It's nice that the journalists can mix and mingle with the players because they work, they're partners in crime, they work with each other. You play well, they promote you. It's give and take, no permanent enemies. If you play badly, they give it to you. Teddy Oyela to come through with her last as well. Her figures do read 0 for 10. Lona Anyait has bowled very well, 1 for 17 after opening the ball at her age.
That is the first wide delivered by Teddy Oyela. But still, she's like, I don't give up. Till the last ball, we are still fighting.
It's straight. One goes through her legs. They'll come back for the second. You don't see misfields from Diane. Must have taken her eyes off the ball there for a moment, trying to look at the batsman running rather than finish the job.
You see the cricket ball. Once you blink off your eye, just for once, just know the ball has just gone beyond you. Shot there.
Top shot.
What? A very beautiful shot there from Janet Bambazi, smashing the ball to the cow corner, beating up Anyait Lona at the boundary. The ball goes for 4 runs after 7 point balls. That is the 8th over running. Still bowling is Teddy Oyela from the Ginger Road. That is her second wide.
Struggling in her last over, a little stroke of sorts. The over she's gone for most runs. She had gone for 10 in 3 overs. This over she's already gone for 8.
Janet Mbabazi, the captain of Sipi Trekkers, seems to be ready to take her team home today. Though yesterday she didn't perform all that, but today is a different day.
Of course, Janet Mbabazi is realizing that if she doesn't perform, then she'll have left a lot of work to be done by the rest of the people on her team, and she doesn't want to leave a lot of responsibility on people. She wants to take charge. She's the captain. She's the leader of this Sipi Trekkers team. That is the end of the 8th over. 36 for 1. Teddy Oyela's spell ends 0 for 19 in 4 overs. She's done and dusted for the day. Very good shift for her in the final. Unfortunately, her last over went for 9 runs after she had conceded only 10 in the first overs. Still a good spell, good tactics there. What does Sipi Trackers and how do the Itanda Kayakers go about business right now with their 2 spinners done for the day?
I believe their 2 spinners have done a very good job for the team. Though we see the captain, Iloku Esther, changing the bowler, coming now on the shell end is Malemikia Patricia, coming from the shell end with a half pace to deliver. And on the striker's end is a Janet Babazi, still the captain of CP Trekkers. Let's wait, watch, and see who is who. The 2 animals battling in there. Where will they end?
Beast mode, like Sandra says. Patricia Malmekia will be steaming in from the KFC end. Babazi Janat on strike. She hits this one with power. Doesn't find gap. Hits straight to Teddy Oyela. Cut, but there's no run there. Esther Oluko and the partners there from the covers. Is that Lona on it?
Lona Anyait.
Lona
Getting
Anyait.
the ball, first time pick up, and throws it back to the keeper because she wants to get that stamp out.
If they ask you what were you doing for your country as a 15-year-old, Lona Anyait will be saying, I was playing for my country and playing in the Women's Elite League. Power, but straight to Janet.
Good power there from Janet Babazi. Going
to Diane. Good pass from Patricia Malmekia, the finest of ages. Esther Luko unable to get her hand to the ball, but a good cleanup at the end here from Nakayovu.
Jacqueline.
The young section of fans there taking in all the action and enjoying their Super Sunday cricketing day. Hit over and above. Will that press to the boundary? They chase and give up.
Another 4 there. The first 4 from Gloria Obukor, pushing the score to 41 runs on board after beating Malemikia for 4 runs. That is a very good shot there. Over the top. Beating up.
Runs are flowing here. Clean board. She knocks her over after hit her very beautiful Patricia Malmekia. You said they were in 2 animals. They were the beast in the animal that is Malmekia comes out. And she strikes.
The beautiful over there from Malemikia, getting Gloria Obukor, the opening bat, number 2 from Sipi's Trekkers, giving out her wicket. Second wicket from Sipi Trekkers. That is in the 9th over running.
End of the 9th over here. 1 for 5. Malmekia strikes off her last ball, cleaning up nicely. 41 for 2 after 9. Obukor goes for 16 from 25 balls.
Walking into bat is the Don herself, Nampina, coming in to bat for her team because the team believes in her, that she's a very good player. And coming on the Ginger Road is a Rita Msamali.
Malmekia and Musamali have been opening the bowling for the Kayakers this time round. One comes as first change, and now it is Musamali who is second change. I like the tactics that are being used by the two coaches. Also, the Dawn has been promoted up the order. She's normally been batting at number 6. She comes in at number 4 to join Janet Mbabazi because the coach realizes, Lawrence Sematimba, their coach realizes that they need to keep scoring runs. It's the runs that matter, and they need as many runs as possible early on in the innings to avoid pressure at the back end of the innings.
That is very, very true. I believe the coach and the captain, they discussed a lot about this game, and they really need to take this trophy today, because when I see the shots which are being applied in there, it is not something easy, but you have to use your brain. White ball there, delivered by Ritam Samali, and goes past the keeper, but still the protection is still behind there. First time pick up from Malemikia Patricia, and gives it back to the keeper.
School moves on here easily. 44 with that extra. Musamali struggling with the breeze cutting across the oval, blowing from west to east. Back-to-back extras. Hopefully she can bowl better, all as well as she's been bowling the tournament with the new ball. The ball is not as new as it was, but should find control. You don't want to be giving away free runs to a team that is called the Sipi Trackers, because they love to score runs, and many of them. A good stop from Teddy Oyela. Fantastic fielding with verve and skill. Fit as a fiddle is Teddy. You look at her and you think she's not willing to fight, but she is in fight mode. Musamali, can she copy all body lift from what Malmekia did and pick a wicket in her first over? That's a big hack across the line. Mushakamba runs round a little and collects it. The final is looking very good.
The finals is interesting because when you see around, the weather is so good for the game, the fans, and we do really appreciate the Uganda Cricket Association together with the partners. We do really appreciate your effort and everything that you have put in to support this league.
The partners there. Bat Ball Cricket for All, Plascon, Color Your World, Rock Telecom for the whole data in this tournament, the internet we are enjoying. Live, rock and work, edged. But there is protection down there. Only get one. Couple of more sponsors. Ken Bright for your insurance and assurance needs. Pepsi, quench your thirst. We've been getting the products through Aquafina, Sting, the water and the drinks. A couple of many other sponsors coming on board for this one. Hopefully we can get more of them to inject money in this beautiful game of cricket. Stefani Nampina just dabs one to the offside. She looks at the skipper and says, Captain, do you want to help me get off the mark quickly? Captain says, well, hold fort. Sandra.
That is the end of the over from Britam Samali. And still, the two batters in there is the captain, Jaden Mbabazi, together with Nampina, the Don herself. Still, coming from the shell end, Malemikia, who picked Gloria Obukor. We have 46 runs on board for two. The two teams are still battling on what to do. The two captains are thinking, even the keeper, the captain of the Itanda, is setting her pitch to ensure the security.
In the air, but in the gap. If you just tuned into NBA Sport Women's Cricket Zone, the YouTube page of Bat Ball TV and the Facebook page of Uganda Cricket, you'll just know that you listen to the beautiful sound of a beautiful young lady called Sandra Chow. She plays for the Baby Victoria Pearls. Maybe she will be playing for the senior side very soon if she can work on a few things, one or two. Playing the best against the best. Hope you've learned something with your technique, with how you bat, what shots to work on.
Probably. I've learned something, and I would love to go and work so hard on it for me to come back harder and to score runs for my team and for the country.
Very well said, Sandra, because cricket is a beautiful sport. You get to travel the world for free. You get to play the game you like and enjoy and earn some allowances at the end of the day. You don't want to be missing out on that in the future, with your friends telling you stories of how nice Australia was. Little dab from the Don. Run through quickly. Malmekia into a second. Just 2 balls from her. Each league, you see the tactics. When a new batter is in, they change the fielder, bring them up, depending on who's on strike. Those are tactics. The players know each other. After 3 days of playing together, day 4 in the final, they know what to expect.
Because even the captain herself knows how this batter bats, how this player plays, where this player likes putting the balls. That's why the captain, Iloku Esther, is trying to set her pitch together with the bowler to ensure the security and to restrict the batters, the Sipi trackers' edge, not to score what they cannot defend. Good bowling there from Malemikia Patricia, giving Janet Mbabazi hard time to play her balls.
Cleans her up. Back-to-back wickets for Patricia Malmekia in successive overs. The skipper, Janet Mabas, is got to go because she looked high up in the skies, going for a hack of a shot rather than try to time it. She yokes herself and she's bowled.
Starting from the first ball she has been facing for Malemikia, she has been struggling with pace, meaning she was comfortable with the spin. And that one,
See how she got bowled neck and crop with her head high up in the skies.
CP Trackers lost their third wicket, and I believe those are their very good bats ladies. They believe those people could score for them runs. But unfortunately, the coin is two-sided. Maybe it is the other side of the coin or this side of the coin. Who knows?
Sometimes some captains, they're wise, they say, heads I win, tails you lose. So whichever way is the one winning. But that's trickery is not allowed. In the game of cricket, you've got to win it fair and square on the ground. Vanessa Adiambo, Kenyan international, walks out there to bat. Number 5 for the Sipi Kayakers, who are on 49.
For 3 in 10.5.
She digs it out, power behind that. Vanessa Adiambo gets off the mark immediately.
And that is the end of the 11th over. 11 overs down. And we have 9 overs to go. 50 runs on board for the loss of 3 wickets.
And as we come to the end of the 11th, we will have a change in the commentary. Well done to you, Sandra. Dennis Athamusali will replace you. Any parting shot as you go away from the commentary box here and come back later.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful voice of Sandra Achao. She's done a very good heavy shift there for 11 overs. Dennis Athamusali, welcome to the comms box. How has it been going on for you as you watched?
I think I'm enjoying the game just like everyone else who's on MBS Sport. The cricket has been very interesting. The two top sides, Itanda Kayakers and Sipi Kayakers, are putting on a show already. But clearly, Itanda Kayakers slept with a plan. They came out with a plan, started off with the spinners.
Not wasting any time, Vanessa Diambo. Her intentions are clear. She wants to get going on with it. She looks at Musamari and says, this is pace I can tackle. She even doesn't come out with a heart. This is big and bold from her, Dennis.
No sighters there for Vanessa Diambo. The professional from Kenya, clearly her intention is only one. She wants to get this run scoring going immediately.
Right on too hard. She digs it out from a yoker length. Powers it to long on where Franklin Najumba is patrolling. Just one run to the total.
You have liked the tactics, Innocent, from the Itanda Kayakers. They've had their plan. The youngster, the trusted Halona Anyait, took the ball, picked the big scalp of Kevin Awino off the first ball of the game. And there on, it has been a problem for the Sipi Kayakers to try and get the run scoring going. They've been behind the 8th ball. And now they need to make sure that in the next 9 overs, they try and consolidate and put on at least 100 runs.
Hopefully they do get to the 3 coveted figures. But the tactics again, Dennis. The 15-year-old Lona Nyait, 0-1 for 17 in her 4 overs, Dennis. Those are magical figures.
But you could also, Innocent, I mean, the ability of the team to trust her with that new ball when there's a lot of experience in the team. You would think that they would go to players like Diane or Patricia to open the ball. In Jacqueline Nakayev hasn't taken the ball yet for the Itanda. But to trust a young girl and for her to come up and deliver the goods.
It's all about trust. As you've seen, Dennis, also talk about what you've seen from Teddy Oyela, bowling for the first time in the tournament and bowling in the final.
Maybe they were saving the best for last because Teddy Oyela is a quality bowler. She has really very surprised that she hasn't had a lot of bowling opportunities for the Itanda Kayakers. But she takes the ball in the final and does what she knows best.
That is the end of the over, the second from Rita Musamali. It goes for just 1 run. Her figures are 0 for 6 after 2, 51 for 3 after 12 overs. It's all happening Itanda Kayakers' way.
Itanda Kayakers have thrown down the gauntlet and Sipi Kayakers have to find some answers for them. Stefani Nampina hitting a lot of flies in that previous over. Swinging and missing but not connecting with anything. But Patricia Malemiki has been very, very inspirational with the ball. Usually takes the new ball for the Victoria Pals, but she has been the change bowler for Itanda Kayakers, and she has done very, very well. She has led those middle overs. Sometimes they can be tricky, but she has always been coming up with the big wickets. Ooh.
Vanessa Diambo sets off like a Ferrari, and she reaches home safe and drive in quick time. She's looking to score and keep the scoring rate high up there, Dennis. They want to have a strike rate of less than 100.
Yeah, very true, Innocent, but she was very lucky to see the checkered flag there, because if Teddy Oil had hit directly, she could have been in trouble. Swing and a miss again from Stefani Nampina. Her connection is off today.
And he's talking about the area of talent in this side. You are talking about Patricia Malmekia coming into ball as a first change bowler and her getting those figures. 2 wickets in her successive overs. The Don clips it hard. Long barrier in from Mushakamba Clay at the boundary here. She gets it well. Good cleaning up job. Musamali, being used to opening the bowling this tournament, comes in as second change bowler. Patricia comes in as a first change. We are yet to see Diane Maribibenyimana bowl. Jacqueline Nakayov is yet to bowl. The talent on display in this elite league, Dennis.
Too many bowling options there for Esther Ilukul. The captain, Shakira Sadiq, has also been a bowling option. They haven't used her yet. Hit hard there from Vanessa straight to Diane, who does well to keep it to a single. Diane, very, very impressive for me. She has had a fine tournament. She has put in a very, very good shift. I think she will go back to Rwanda very, very content with her effort.
It's a business day today. I was walking past the two teams warm up, Dennis. No smiles whatsoever from either camp. They look at each other and they see each other as enemies. I hope it's only for a moment. They don't take this beef away from the oval. Let it stay here, because we need them for another edition of the Elite League. Hopefully the organizers can set up one soon before the year ends.
Yeah, I think the girls, each one of them wants to be on the correct end of the result today. Always very painful losing in a final. Maybe Bujagari Rafters are comfortable with where they are right now, because it won't be them shedding the tears.
Big shot from Don Nampina. Says nobody move, nobody get hurt.
Yeah, the big Don there hitting the rubbish from Patricia Melemikia. That's not an easy shot to play, because you have to make sure you make good connection with the ball. Drags the ball all the way from the middle stump to the offside, to the leg side. Picks up a boundary. Finally something out of the middle of Stefani Nampina's bat. End of the 13th, 58 for 3, the Sipi Trekkers.
Malmekia straying away from her usual lines, and she's punished. 13 overs gone, 2 for 16 are the figures for Patricia Malmekia. Here is one bowler, Dennis, that has done the business this tournament for the Itanda Kayakers. Her 2 overs have gone for 6. Musamali into her third. Vanessa Diambo straight away off the mark. She rather watches the action from the VIP stand, and that's at the non-striker's end.
I'm thinking Vanessa there, the way she's starting, taking her time, has picked the ones, but she might explode later on. Maybe she knows something that we don't. She has played this game before. but the run rate just 4.5 every over. A touch poor from the Sipi Trackers. They need some big hits.
Right in the middle from Musamali. The Dawn skips that one out, but only just. Looked like she was trying to go for a booming drive.
Yeah, nearly caught in two minds. The Dawn trying to go for after the bowling of Rita Samali, but realizing that she wasn't in good position. These two players know each other very, very well. Started playing the game together at Ginger SS. They were part of a team that dominated ladies cricket for a very, very long time from Ginger. That duo had Immaculate Nakisui. They made the perfect trio for Coach Habib Mugara when he was in charge of the girls in Ginger SS. They dominated women's cricket for a very, very long time, that Ginger SS team. But right now, Rita Musamali on top of things against someone she knows very well.
Good cover drive there from the Dawn. Teddy Oyela onto the task.
Body and soul from the Itanda Kayakers. They mean business. They may not be cash prize money on the title, but with the way the Itanda Kayakers are playing, maybe someone has missed something in their ear that you take home some cash.
What I liked about the organizers of the franchise league, Dennis, is that they brought in managers who have some bank balances that are enviable of the rest of the pack in the cricketing fraternity. These managers could have whispered sweet things to the players that are beyond our ears. And maybe there's something in for the players, apart from, of course, the coveted title and the bragging rights of being the inaugural champions of the Waterfalls T20 Elite League for the Women Edition 2023. That shot there, fruitless for the Dawn. End of the 14th. 6 overs left, 59 for 3. How many runs will be enough, Dennis?
If they keep moving at this rate, their projected total is about 90 runs only. I don't think that will be enough for the power of Itanda Kayakers.
Of course, Musamali done and dusted with her 3 overs there. She's got 1 over left, but she's gone for just 7 runs in 3 overs. Figures made in heaven.
In T20 cricket, those are dream figures. You can see Nampina there struggling, 6 of 15 balls. Diane Barry Binyimana, the captain of the Rwanda ladies side, will be bowling from the KFC road end.
Still no Jacqueline Nakayovu, but there is Diane Marie Binyimana into the attack. Still no Shakira Sadiq. Only if you can bowl, there are only 20 overs to be bowled. The 60 comes up. The Dawn is on strike. What dose of medicine does she have to prescribe for Diane?
I think what Dawn and Vanessa need to do is to just try and be more aggressive. Not just with the bat, but even running between the wickets. For a ball like that, you can take off, try and put pressure on Shakira. In case she fumbles, you get an opportunity to pick up a single. But if you let the balls come to them easily, then they keep bogging you down and you'll be forced into playing false shots because of the dot ball pressure. Finally taken out of her misery, Stephanie Nampina. Trapped OBW by Diane comes into the attack and breaks the partnership. It's been a struggle for Stephanie to try and get anything going. She falls for 6 of 17 balls. The Sipi Trackers now 60 for 4.
60 for 4. It's not happening for the Trackers of Sipi. The tide wading way and further away from them. The Rapids coming through very fast in their own falls at Sipi. Well and well. The Kayakers are rafting through them smoothly. Rita Nyangendo comes in. Rita Nyangendo, a chance to perform. Strapped Leo BW in the middle, Dennis. You look at it in the replay and you feel that it was straight and plump.
Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten? I can't be responsible for your sins. Huh?
Yeah, the final of the Waterfall T20 League Women's Edition live on NBS Sports. NBS Sport championing Ugandan sport. And they are happy to bring you this final right in your living room or available on the Afro mobile app. Whatever options you choose, you should be able to catch the final of this women's edition. The men's edition will be starting next week from the 26th up to the 29th. By the standards set by the women, I think the men should be very, very afraid because we've had 4 days of very good and exciting cricket. But it comes down to this, a final between the Sipi Trekkers and the Itanda Kayakers.
Rita Nyangendo on strike. She doesn't waste a lot of time when she's there in the middle. Her intentions are clear. She's not one who wants to play 10 overs. She wants to score as many as she can and very quickly.
I think that will be the only dead bad shot we may see from Rita because she's a businesswoman. It's either the highway or no way for her. Hopefully for the neutrals like us, we hope that she can connect a couple of balls. Rita Nyangendo just returning back to the game. Had gone away from the game due to maternity leave. But she has featured for the Victoria Pals last year.
On her return from maternity leave, she did feature. And she's put on a couple of pounds, but she shows you she still loves the game to beat.
Yeah, form is temporary, and class is always permanent. Transformed herself as well. She used to be a very good spinner in her heydays. But now she's come out to prove she'll be a very, very good quality batter. And someone who is also a very good fielder in that cover region. Don't be surprised if her son is here somewhere watching her.
She'll take a lot of learning to do from the mom. And the husband is one Ben Smith Okumu, who plays for Nemo Stars and the volleyball crane. So the family is sporting family. Hopefully the son can copy a thing or two from the parents. And this is the end of the 15th, 61 for 4. Adiambo on 6, Rita still on 0. I'll take a leave from the comms box and let Dennis and Sandra enjoy and give you the last bit of the 5 overs of this match.
Sandra will come back to join me for the final 5 overs of the first innings of this match. 61 for 4. You're here with me because your team, the Bujagai Rafters, were not unable to make the final. Even if they won 2 games yesterday afternoon. Where would you rather be? Here or you'd want to be out there in the fields?
Thank you so much, Mr. Dennis Musali. I'm really so glad to be here with you. But inside me, I'm not too happy because my dream was also to play in for finals. So since it has gone in the other side of the coin, we can't take it back. But ladies and gentlemen, to bring for you sports in here, it is not really easy for the 2 teams which are battling themselves. We have Sipi Trekkers and Itanda Kayakers. They're battling themselves. And bowling from the Ginger Road is Nakayovu Jacqueline, giving us the 16th over, and 1 ball has already been delivered by her. She has 5 balls to go in the 16th over.
Yeah, finally, Jacqueline Nakayovu brought into the attack. It's been a while for her. Usually takes the new ball, but this time She's been brought in at the back end. Very good shot there from Rita on top of it, but doesn't make good connections on it. Itanda Kayakers have been very, very decent throughout the whole game. Have you been impressed, Sandra?
I've been impressed by the bowlers, mostly Diona. She's a very good bowler. I give her a plus because she has been working hard for her team in order to ensure that she gets wicket for her team and to take her team home.
Swing and a miss again from Vanessa. No connection. No connection for her yet. Vanessa Diambo, Kenyan international. Sandra, how much do you know about Lona? She's someone you played with on the under 19 team. Good shot there.
Very good shot there from the Kenyan international player. Over the top, beating the covers, beating point, and goes for 4 runs of Nakayov Jacqueline. There pushed the score to 67 runs for 4 in the 15th over.
Yeah, I think some poor tactics there, and of course they realize that they make sure that Rita Msamali stays at extra cover in the 17th over. So we're already into the 16th over. Ideally, you should have someone there to try and cut off the boundaries. Now is the time you can let the teams pick up the 1s and 2s and try and limit the number. Another powerful shot there from Vanessa. The protection from Rita Msamali will just keep it to 1. So
very good throw there from Rita Msamali. She's a very good fielder and she has a good 15th over running, 16th over running, 68 runs on board after 4 wickets falling. Adiambo together with Rita batters inside there for Sipi Trekkers. There a chance is given. Let's wait and see. The catch is taken by a very beautiful catch there, taken by Teddy Oyela. And there Rita, she goes out after facing 5 balls. She got only 1 run, and she gives a chance to Teddy Oyela, who didn't take the chance for granted, but sends a message to her that next time, if you do the same, still I'm going to take you through.
yeah, Rita Nyangendo, they are trying to force the issue, but unfortunately doesn't get the height or the distance over Teddy Oyela. Settles herself well and takes a very simple catch. Fiona Kulume will be the new batter for the Sipi Trekkers. Fiona hasn't done a lot of batting in this whole tournament, but she's a quality player as well. Made her debut for the Victoria Powers last year.
Sipi Trekkers, they have lost 5 wickets and they have 68 runs on board after 16 overs. Now they have only 4 overs to go. Let's wait and see. Either they can set 100 or they can set below 100 or above 100. Let's watch the game till the last ball. 17th over running, coming from the KFC side, is Diana, who has been bowling so good, and there she delivers her first ball again there.
For all those watching the live stream or NBS Sport, we'll send you greetings. Ismail Dakawachigongo. I hope you're in somewhere in Bugweri following the cricket. That's the power of watching. Chinese card there from Vanessa. A chance for his 2 runs, and she will come back for a second. Fiona Kulume ensuring that they pick up 2 runs, move the total to 70. How many runs do you think will be comfortable for the Sipi Trekkers, Sandra?
To me, if they had started well, the opening batters had given them a good start, they would be in 80 at worst, or even 90. But seems like the opening batters didn't do their part and giving the team a hard time now to score. What a shot there. Good shot from Vanessa. Good shot from Vanessa. Smashing the ball for 4 runs. Pushing the score to 74 runs after 5 wickets in the 17th over.
Yeah, again, the field set, they are very poor from the Itanda Kayakers. That whole region very empty. That full toss helped along there by Vanessa for a boundary. Welcome runs for the Itanda, for the Sipi Trekkers. They need a lot of them. Charges, wow, very good fielding.
Good fielding there from Proskovia Alako.
That ball was hit with a lot of venom and was traveling away from her. But she adjusted her body well to make sure that the spin doesn't beat her. Vanessa Diambo with a lot of power in that shot. Sunday's cricket day in Uganda, so a lot of people have come out here with their families to watch the game.
Mr. Dennis Musali, when you see Diona bowling, how do you think she plans for her balls and the way she delivers her balls and her being the Rwandan player?
I think the plan for her is always very simple, to just try and make sure that she denies the batters a chance of hitting her. So it's about T20 is always really about denial. So as long as you can deny the batsmen, then you'll be in business. You can deny the batters.
So meaning that T20 game is a selfish game.
Very, very selfish game, because runs win matches, and the more runs they hit against you, that is where the problem comes.
And that is the end of the over. 17 overs down, and we have 75 runs on board. After 5 wickets falling, the batters in there for Sipi Trekkers, Diona, Fiona Kulume together with Adiambo. Still the batters pushing their team till the last ball. We do really appreciate our partners together with the Uganda Cricket Association and all those who are watching the cricket game live on TV and all our social media handles. We do really appreciate you for giving in time and for purchasing data each and every day to watch the games. We do really appreciate your efforts.
Very, very good words there from Sandra.
Another chance there is given. And finally, she is dropped by Jacqueline Nakayovu. Seems like she didn't get that ball in a very good position of herself, giving Vanessa another chance to stay in the wicket.
Yeah, they say catches win games. Vanessa trying to force the issue again. The ball comes off the top of her edge. But Lona and Jacqueline getting in each other's way. In the end, no one takes the catch.
And seems like they didn't communicate or they didn't call for the ball, giving Vanessa a chance to stay in the wicket for Sipi Trekkers.
No communication whatsoever there, Sandra. It was a simple catch for either Lona or even Jacqueline, if any of them had called for it.
Very true. Still coming from the ginger end is Musamali Rita, giving us the 18th over.
Fiona Kulume, what should we expect from her, Sandra?
Kulume Fiona seems to be still not seeing the balls because she's still new in the wicket. But I believe if she had stayed in there for some good time, she would be now delivering and seeing the ball big and bigger for her to take the ball for either boundaries or looking for the gaps.
Rita Msamali has bowled a very, very tidy spell today, giving her only 9 runs in 3.2 overs. A lot of faith and trust in her from her coach, Habib Mugalula. Rita had had taken a back seat from her bowling, especially for the Victoria Pearls. Probably there are better options for her in the Victoria Pearls team. But she was, as a young player, she was a very, very good all-rounder.
Another chance there is given. And Kulume Fiona, who just walked in, and she faced only 4 balls. She got 0 run. There she gives a click to Esther Iloku, who is the captain of Itanda Kayaka. Takes a good click there, and I see the celebration is on. But Kulume Fiona seems not to be happy for that wicket that she has just given to Esther Iloku. 6 wickets down, 77 runs on board in the 17.3 overs.
Yeah, 77 for 6. Looking at the replay again. Fit nowhere for Fiona Kulume. Just manages to get a feather through to the keeper, Esther Iloku, who does the rest.
Rita Musamali, after delivering a wide ball, she was overthinking, what should I do for my next ball? But she really came in harder, and she thought of getting a wicket. Then finally, Kulume Fiona gives her that chance to take her out. Walking into bat is Sarah Walaza, coming into bat on the striker's end.
Off the mark immediately there for Sarah Waraza. The clean-up done there by Proskovia Lako, keeping it to just a single.
Seems like Sarah Walaza has come for business. She is not joking. Her first ball, she got 1 run over Rita's ball. That is the 18th over running, 78 runs on board. Dennis Musali, how many runs do you think the Sipi Trekkers are going to set for Itanda Kayakers?
There will only be 12 balls left in the match after this final delivery of the 18th over. As a neutral, I want to get at least 100. Some power there from Vanessa Diambo. No chance for Dien Binyenyumana, and the ball runs away for another boundary. Riding her luck, Vanessa, she was put down by Jacqueline Nakayovu, and now she starts to force things. 82 for 6 after 18 overs. Sandra, you've asked me, I want from the next 12 balls, if we can get 18 runs, 100 runs will be a very good fight in total for the Sipi Trekkers.
So do you think Sipi Trekkers, they can defend 100 runs?
There's a lot of power in the Itanda Kayakers, but the Sipi Trekkers have done their homework. We saw yesterday that once they got rid of Diane and Proskovia Lako, everyone else who came after that was very easy pickings for them. So I'm assuming and I'm hoping that we can get to the 100 runs for us to have a very good game of cricket. That means that Proskovia Lako will have to do something, Diane will have to do something for the Itanda Kayakers if they are going to win.
That is very, very true. Then there are 18 overs down, and we have only 2 overs to go. We have 82 runs on board after 6 wickets.
So there's some very good work there from Vanessa. That's what senior players need to do. You need to take responsibility. She makes sure she runs hard and runs quickly to ensure that she's on strike. She has to face the bulk of the next 11 balls. Of the 11 balls, Sarah should face at least just 2 if Sipi Trekkers is going to get close to 100 runs.
Why do you say Sarah should face only 2? Is it because Sarah, you see Sarah like she has less energy, or?
The way it works right now, Sandra, is that Vanessa is the person who's in. She's on 24 of 18 balls. So she is in a better place for her to be able to tee off and try and move the total along. But the other team can easily bog down Sarah if they bring in a tight field against her. So you want to make sure that the person who has been there longest is the one who's facing most of the balls at the back end of the innings.
That is true because to me also I see a very good shot there, beating point together with Gali,
Oh, some very, very good fielding there from Shakira.
together with Najumba, frankly.
It looked like a very good shot. I thought it was going to run away for a 4. But Shakira never giving up on that chase. And very good work there, working in partnerships. What a fielding there from Shakira. And working in partnerships very well. Franklin Najumba was right behind her to do the cleanup, to just keep it to 2 runs. Comical stuff there from both the keeper and the batter. Sarah going nowhere, and the ball failing to come out of Esther Iloko's hand. In the end, they both get away with it. Sarah Walaza, one of those players, I feel she's very unappreciated, but a very, very good player. What a very good shot from her. Another of...
A very good shot there from Sarah Walaza.
Straight down the ground there, but Patricia Melemikia making a meal of that. And the ball runs away for a boundary. Welcome runs for the Sipi Trekkers. They will take them whichever way they come as they keep getting close to that magic 100 figure. What a beautiful shot, straight down the ground. Looked very easy, but casually went down there, Malemikia. The ball coming off her hip and runs away for a 4.
90 runs on board after 6 wickets falling, but still they are going on strong. I'm seeing first Tiju playing in there between the fielders, throwing the ball here and there.
I think the Sipi Trekkers understanding the assignment very late. That's what they should have been doing the whole game. Try and put pressure on the fielders. You get opportunity to score more runs.
We have only 7 balls. That is the end of the 19th over. We have only 6 balls to... CP Trekkers have only 6 balls to face. And the last over will be delivered by Malemikia, their best bowler.
8 of 6 to get to 100 runs. Vanessa Diambo will be on strike. Vanessa from Kenya, big player for the Kenya ladies team. She has had a very good outing as well, together with Veronica Abuga. I think they've been money's worth brought here to Kampala to be part of this tournament.
Yeah, the two players, they have performed. I believe they have done it to their best, what they think they were supposed to do for their team.
Sandra, you batted a couple of times with Veronica Abuga. Did you learn a few things from her? She's a big international for the Kenya ladies team.
Yeah, I've learned so many things from her. Another chance there is given on the air, and she is being dropped still. What a chance there.
Yeah, Vanessa trying to hit that up and over. Shakira makes good ground, gets under the ball, but was really running over her head. Doesn't take the catch. Shakira doesn't put down many chances. Vanessa gets another life. 5 balls left in the match. 97 for 6. 93 for 6. Swing and a miss. Too much experience for Sarah Walaza from Patricia Malemikia. See that chance again. Shakira really ran very hard. Got under the ball, but just kept going away from her. The chance put down. I hope the Itanda Kayakers do not regret these chances they put down. Hit
Very good
hard.
power there from Sarah Walaza.
Hit with a lot of power there from Sarah Walaza. But I think very well done there from Proskovia Lako in covers. A strong hand from her stops that from running away to the boundary.
Together with the backup of Diona.
Yeah, Diane was in the infield, so if it had beaten Proskovia Lako, you think it would have run away for 4.
We have only 3 balls.
Sarah Walaza there undecided. Instead of making sure that she gets Vanessa back on strike, wasn't very sure that she would make it back at the non-strikers, so they keep it to just a single. The ball was hit very hard, but came quickly to Franklin Najumba at the boundary. Good over so far from Patricia Malemike. Only 3 runs off it. Swing and a miss there from Walaza. Walaza just needs to make sure she gets some bat onto that and get Vanessa back on strike. Now 2 more balls. You can see Vanessa very desperate to go back the other side. Actually, 1 more ball left in the game.
Only 1 ball to the end of the first inning.
Another good shot there from very good running there from Vanessa. Pushes Sarah Waraza to make sure they've picked up 2 runs and they will finish on 97 for 6. The Sipi Trekkers. We don't know it will be enough, but it will be a run for the second inning. The requirement for Itanda Kayakers, 98 from 120 balls to make sure that they are the champions of the women's edition of the Waterfalls T20 League.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has really been nice to watch these first innings. We are going to take a break, and then we shall come back for the second innings.
Yeah, as we take a break, we'll leave you with the highlights from the first innings.
Sava kumele. Frame wele. Watana dia.
Bakubientono namwe. Taxi. 30 seconds. Halfway stage of the final of the ladies edition of the Waterfalls T20 League. The Itanda Kayakers will need 98 runs from 120 balls. And I'm here to discuss the game so far, how it's happening, with the team manager of the Itanda Kayakers, Mary Nanchinga. Mary, are you worried or you're confident that you'll be able to chase down the total?
I wouldn't be, not with this score, no.
Yeah, your team has made a habit of chasing down totals.
Yes.
Do you think 98 will be tough? The final is different from the usual games. Do you think 98, pressure can work both ways in a final?
Most definitely, I don't think the Sipi Trekkers are asleep. But considering that almost half of my team are unwell, actually, we're battling dehydration by our top batsman. We have a couple of injuries happening here and there, but we are actually mentally stronger and just not minding about our physical state currently. Yeah.
All right. We're also joined by Alan Semakula, who's part of the organizing committee of the whole tournament. Alan, what have you made of the tournament so far, the atmosphere and the game in particular?
It's been a very good tournament, I think. The people around, the cricket is very good. Games have begun getting better each game as it went on. Players are in a good nick. It's a good, actually I think it's a very good total for the final today. For a final, 96?
98 is what is required.
Literally what they're chasing. I think that will give us a very good final.
For a neutral, I'm assuming you have no side.
Yes, I'm
a neutral. Which team do you want to win? The Itanda Kayakers have put on a very good show. They've batted well, especially Proskovia Alako. Sipi Trekkers have been the team that has pushed them to the edge. Of the two sides, which one would you want to associate with?
For a neutral, I would still say they deserve to win. They started the tournament well, got a bump along the way, but they've recovered well and they deserve to win. They should win, but they need to do a lot of work. A lot of work needs to be put in.
Okay, you're not, Alan is not choosing a side. It's political answer from you, but we'll take it whichever way it comes. Mary, what has been your experience and experience for your team as a whole?
All right. It's been an honor actually being here. This is my first time to manage a side. Considering that I've played the game before, it's good to give back to the game. That's the biggest highlight of my experience in this tournament. The game has evolved, I must say, from the years that we played. Gone are the days where only Christina, Rema and Stella were the only ones hitting sixes. I'm seeing sixes flying all over, and most importantly, out of the yard is unbelievable. So I am very impressed. I think the coaches are doing a good job. I think the players are also doing a good job and are interested with the team spirits that I'm seeing. It's actually different from the times I played.
Okay, all right. We've had it from Mary and Alan. Mary, of course, she's with the Itanda Kayakers. Alan gave a political answer, but we'll be back with the action. 98 runs required of 120 balls for the Itanda Kayakers. We'll be coming back to you with the action for the second innings.
We are back and ready to start the second innings. Should be starting shortly. There's a nice interlude, some good analysis coming through from Dennis Musali there with Alan Semakula and the manager of the Itanda Kayakers, Mary Nanchinga Marjorie. Once upon a time, a Victoria Pearls international, bowling all round of sorts. She will be happy with the efforts done by Itanda, but the job is half done. There's lots of work to be done. 98 runs needed. Here is Irina Lumo. She runs through. It's red versus green. Of course, red is the Sipi Trackers. They did the job with the bat. 97 is what they got. Ladies in green have a chance to chase this down only if they play with conviction. With me in the comms box is Dennis Musali. Interesting guests you had, Dennis, there for the interval. How was it?
Very, very interesting. Of course, one of them very biased. Mary Nanchinga, the manager for the Itanda Kayakers. Alan Semakula remaining on the fence, giving away nothing. So if you're thinking of where to put your money, I won't give you a very good answer because none of them gave me a straight one.
One wide, runs on board. Officially now, they need 97 runs to win. 97 is what the two said. Irina Lumo in full flow here. To dab down to third man. Off the mark immediately. That familiar face of Diane Marie Bimenyimana getting off the mark immediately.
The games for Itanda Kayakers Innocent have been won by these two players. They've set very good tones for them. Have had an opening partnership of 99 in this tournament. Another 45, so they make sure that they get the Itanda Kayakers going.
They've also had a third wicket partnership of 46 and 42. That's the power they have at the top.
Yeah, I think also the manager there mentioning it that the Itanda Kayakers have been struggling with dehydration. Half of our team is battling 4 days of cricket, very high and very hard cricket. So they have some players who are struggling to stay fit. That's why Proskovia has been held back a couple of times. But hopefully that they can come through with the victory.
Iluko comes up to open with Diane Marie. Beautiful balls up front here from Alumo. She seems to go about her business nice and easy. The best news that came out from the Sipi Trackers camp was Irina Alumo, who got injured on the opening game. And then she shook off that injury in no time, bouncing back well. One onto a hard night. Luko holds back and then unleashes the pull shot.
Showing no signs of fear there, Esther Eluko. The short ball played well with very good control there from Esther Eluko. Was going over her head, but she controls that shot very well for a boundary. The pressure on Irina Lumo already.
On your bowler, you immediately put onto the back foot.
Miscommunication in the middle and more miscommunication with the fielders. Esther Iluko had been sent back by Diane. She was gone for all money, but somehow Sipi Trackers connive to keep her in the game. Realizing that there was an opportunity for her to go back, and she does go back quickly.
The dugout of the Kayakers there. Sandra, you're back into the comms box with the scores on 6 without loss after the first over. Welcome back. How happy were you with what happened in the first innings, and what do you think could transpire?
Thank you so much, my partner here, commentator. I'm really so happy for the first inning. The Sipi managed to set 90, 97 runs on board, so they are trying to defend.
The best attack, the best form of defense is, they say, is to attack.
Of course, even if it, let's assume it's your enemy. When your enemy comes to attack you, won't you fight back?
You fight back with some solid defense.
You have to use now the tactics and the tricks you have in to fight back your enemy.
What was said, Sandra?
That is the second over being delivered by Kulume Fiona.
Kulme Fiona, everyone will be wondering, especially the CP trackers will be thinking, did we set enough?
The CP trackers, I think their strategy is still on by opening with the best bowler, not like the way the Itanda Kayakers started with the spin, meaning
Right in the middle there, Fiona Kulume can bowl, can bat. She hasn't done very well with the bat in this tournament, but she has bowled very, very well.
yeah, she has been bowling very well in the last games we played. Even with them, she has been bowling good. I believe if she continues with her very talent of bowling together with bat, she's going to be a very good player.
So a very beautiful shot from that bat of Iloku in the first over, pulling Irina Lumo all the way to the fence. Right in the money there.
Esther Iloku seems to be still struggling with the ball because she's not yet there. We have 7 runs on board for no loss. After 1 over, we have 19.2 overs to go.
If it was your team, the Bujagali Raptors, in this final, do you think you could have done any better after you guys disciplining both of these teams yesterday?
For us, if we're to play in for finals, we're going to be like hungry lions because we started badly, but we came back in a very different way, which was too shocking to everyone to see the Bujagali beating the two teams that managed to beat them at first.
Hungry Lions always on the hand. That's what the Bujagali Raptors did yesterday on the penultimate day of the tournament. The only team to win the 2 matches on their double-header day. Unfortunately, net run rate was not on their side because they lost badly. They were suffering big defeats in the first 2 matches they played. Second overdone, just the 1 run conceded by Fiona Kulume. The score is 7 without loss.
Coming in still to give us the third over is the Pace Mama. That is how she calls herself. The Pace Mama coming from the Ginger Road, giving us the third over that she gives us her first wide ball.
Irina Lumo, her physique, very intimidating. Many batsmen, they see her walking with a new ball and they're already scared. Irina Lumo, of course, in the top 5 bowlers of this tournament. She has 4 wickets. Guided down to third man. There is protection in the deep. That is saved.
First time picker from Timong Patricia down there, getting that ball first time and sending it back to Esther Iloku, coming still from the Ginger Road, giving us the third over as Irene the pace mama, Alumo, the batters in there, Esther Iloku together with Dien. What
a
a
catch
catch there! Taken by Janet Mbabazi, the captain of Sipi Trekkers, because I believe the captain taking away the captain, it is not really easy because they believe a captain is an experienced player. So the captain taking away the captain, meaning it's a very, very good plus. And it's something so good because I can see them celebrating that wicket because I believe they needed that wicket most.
Look at that catch again. Super take. Super control from Janet Mbabazi, and the big celebration from her there. Super, very well taken. Looking at the replay again there, the catch. Janet Mbabazi into the basket. Then she threw it out to celebrate. No doubt whatsoever that Janet Mbabazi is a big player who has risen to the occasion to dismiss a fellow captain. From captain to captain, no real love between the two.
9 runs after 1. Arina Lumo getting the first wicket for her team. And now on the striker's edge, coming one down is Arita Musamali.
Already off the mark, Rita Musamali, 1 of 1. Score moves to 10. 88 more runs needed at just 5 runs every over. This is doable.
It is very possible for them because if they keep on getting the singles together with the boundaries in case of any bad ball, they take it away, they can easily make it.
Pace Mama moves to 5 wickets in the tournament. She's now joined second among the wicket takers of the tournament with Kevin Amuge of the Bujagai Rafters.
Fielders are really active. I can see their body language is on, and I believe any other chance that will be given to them, I believe they are going to take it through. Not giving more chances, I believe, because the pace mama is on, giving us her second over, and that is the third over running. We have 10 runs on board after 1.
Chance run very quickly there. They're home safe and dry quickly for a quick single there.
Trying to create pressure on the fielders by getting that 1 run, because you never know what 1 run can do or can change the game in any day.
11 for 1 after 3 overs. 17 overs left in the match. The Sipi Trekkers will be thinking about quick wickets here. The Rafters, I beg your pardon, the Kayakers will be looking to get quick runs.
Still coming from the KFC side is Kulume Fiona, giving us her second wicket. Giving us her second over of the tournament. Playing in Lugogo Cricket Over. The game is on, and the pressure I can see is on between the
Finest of edges Running out the boundary, the Sarah Walaza on it. Quick throw, restricting it just one. A model Sarah Walaza by the day. Big cricket player when it comes to cricket. She's played for Uganda. Hopefully she bounces back into the side. But Sarah Walaza, we saw how she was batting with purpose, getting quick runs for her team at the back end of the innings and helping to give back the strike to the experienced Vanessa Adiambo.
That is very true, and I believe, I believe she's a very good player because according to even her bowling, she can bowl good length, good line, so good flick there by Ritam Samali, taking a quick single there, giving a chance to the end. So 13 runs on board after one in the fourth over running.
Kulume going about her business there. She's suffered a couple of runs there. She's gone for 12. I beg your pardon. This is Kulume bowling, not Alumo.
A good shot there from the end. And a good fielding there from the Kenyan international player. No giving chance to anybody, but gives the ball back to the keeper, Kevin Awino, in the fourth over running. What a wicket there. Second wicket. The fall of the second wicket of Sipi Trackers. Bowling out. The end. That is in the fourth over running. Kulume Fiona giving us the second wicket of Itanda Kayaka. And coming number 4 is Proskovia Alako, the big hitter, the woman of sixes, walking into bat to stand in for her team in order to ensure that she can push her team to the last ball. That was a very good over from Kulume Fiona, getting a good and a very big wicket for Itanda Kayakers. That was the end of the fourth over. Coming in from the Ginger Road side as the pace mama Irene Alumo, giving us the fifth over. We have 13 runs on board after 2. And the batters in there is Proskovia Alako together with Rita Musamali. Good shot there from Rita Musamali. And good save from Kulume Fiona.
Musamali and Alako have work to do. The work is simple, to chase down the required target of 84 runs. Two wickets they've lost in the power play. Alumo and Kulume bowling very well in tandem partnership. The pace mama, Irene Alumo, Bowling from the Ginger Road end. And guess who's to face? Alako to face for the first time. She walks in and looks like she forgot her hat. She's been playing many of the bowlers without the helmet. She looks at the pace mama and says, I want to be alive tomorrow. Let me get my cap on.
She looked at her loom, I think, and the height alone scared her. She's like, let me get a helmet in order for me to protect myself, for me to be safe. The Pest Mama together with Kulume Fiona, I think they are planning of what to do for Proscovia Alako, because she seems like, it seems like she's very ready for today and to take her team home, because she has been knocking back to back sixes together with the fours, her being the six, giving us very many sixes during this tournament. So let's wait and see what today will be like. White ball that delivered by Irina Lumo, pushing the score to 15 in the fifth over running after the loss of 2 wickets down.
Interesting final. The tournament has been a very good one. All the teams managing to win at least 2 games. It shows you maybe the tournament should be prolonged, taken maybe to a week.
There, Alako tries to give in a chance, but they didn't take her all that. She still survives.
Off the mark, Alako. Dot balls there after Alako getting a single, half a chance. When you're on form, even the fielders drop you. When you're off form, even when you hit a very hard shot, it's taken as a catch. Salak has been on form and Lady Luck has been on her side.
There, Irina Lumo seems to be giving the batters hard time to play her balls, because she's a very quick pace bowler. That is why she's called Pace Mama, because she believes in herself, and the captain together with the coach believes in her that she can deliver for her team. Chance they are given, but they didn't take it. Takes Irene for 4 runs. Ritam Samali gets that ball and takes it for 4 runs, pushing the score to 20 runs for 2 wickets and the 5th over running.
And that's a good shot, cheeky. But there's fine a third man to save that from going all the way for 4. They're trying to use the pace of the pace mama to score quickly. You saw how Musamali tucked her way behind square for 4, and you've seen now how a little dab down to third man region.
That was the end of the over. 5 overs down. We have only 15 overs to go. 21 runs on board after 2 wickets. We have Rita Musamali together with Proscovia Alako in there battling for their team.
21 for 2. The required run rate stays at the same thing. 5.13 runs needed every over. This game looks like it will go down to the wire. Kulume Fiona back to ball her third. Impressive figures from her thus far. Half a chance there. Poor communication between the two. Rita Musamali wanted to touch and go. There was nowhere to run though. Otherwise she was going to run into a deep hole and get her legs broken because a run out dismissal will hurt her team. Two experienced umpires standing in here. Two ICC umpires, Olivier Ntangishaka from Rwanda and coming here to show you the experience he has at the international level, alongside our own John Trust Maeko. Good things happen to this tournament. As the players, I think this motivates them. They say, we are seeing people we have seen on TV umpiring in ICC events before, and now they're here with us.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting to see the international umpires coming to officiate the games like this one. It motivates the players to work so hard and to have bigger dreams in cricket. 21 runs on board after 2 wickets. Fiona Kulume giving us her third over, but seems like she is giving the batters hard time to play her balls because she's an in-swinger. You know, it's not really easy to play an in-swing ball.
Umpire not interested. That looked like was on the leg stump. Tamsamali living very dangerously there. You don't want to stay in the city and live dangerously. But it's the end of the power play. 21 for 2 after 6. Musamali on 8 from 13. Alako on 1 from 1. These two must put in a big shift to ensure their team stays afloat.
End of the power play. 6 overs down. They have lost 2 wickets, and coming from the Ginger Road side is none other than Timong Patricia, coming in to give us the 7th over. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very interesting game to watch. It's a do or die game. It is a very good finals, and we believe the winning team will take it through. We still don't know which team is going to take it, but let's watch.
Right there in your frame, you can see the Secretary of Uganda Cricket Association alongside the former captain, Davis Karashani, as well as the head of communications and marketing for the association, Mr. Dennis Musari, who is our colleague in the comms box. He's also captain of Wanderers, Dennis. So he's a jack of all trades. He's put his hand all over the place to touch everything. 3 powerful men in the game of cricket for Uganda.
Very quick one there from Proscovia Alako, and first time picker from Gloria Obukor, throwing it back to the bowler Timong Patricia, pushing the score to 23 runs for 2 in 6.2 overs.
Quick running. Timong Patricia, new in the attack, introduced to slow down things with her spin. Another of your teammates with the baby Victoria Pearls. Tell us a little more about Timong, Patricia. What type of person is she on and off the field?
Okay, Timong seems to be when you look at her, you will be like, this girl is young, but she's someone who is so hardworking. She dies for the team. She's a very good bowler, and as well, in any day, either in a good day or she can score for you runs, and she can be there for the team.
Tell us about Timong off the field. I find her to be very stubborn, very talkative. My little time, I had a chance to sit with her in your team bus in Botswana.
Yeah, she's stubborn, but that one seems to be like her nature. But she's a very good girl. She can listen to what you tell her to do in the pitch.
Very well said. Timong's first over comes to an end. 7 overs gone, none for 3. 24 for 2. The required run rate stays around the 5.6. That's 5.5 runs every over. Like if they stay knocking it around like that, looks like they'll be able to win this. For the Sipi Trackers, they'll be looking for wickets, and who wants wickets most is their captain, Janet Mbabas, who introduces herself into the attack. Janet Mbabas is to ball from the KFC end.
And being a captain, she's trying to set her pitch in order to save the boundaries, and she's so active in the pitch. And when you just look at her, you'll be like, this is a captain.
See how she's setting her pitch. She wants to make a breakthrough here. She's going to be bowling a mixed bag. Chance for a run out. Direct hit. Everybody else was going to be interested. She survives. Msamali and Alako.
Janet Mbabazi herself, the captain in action, trying to stand for her team in order to ensure that they defend what they have set for Itanda Kayakers. That is her first wide, pushing the score to 27 runs after 2 and 7.2. The batters in there, Proskovia Alako together with Rita Musamali, are the ones battling in there for their team. There a chance is given by Proskovia Alako. Gloria Obukor drops that catch, and that is a that one has been a chance for Sipi Trackers to take the big hitter Proskovia Alako, who has been hitting back-to-back sixes, but she is given another chance to stay in the wicket.
Chance put down there. The dangerous Alako put down. It was shimmy down the wicket to negate any swing all turn. 1 run to the total for Musamali and 1 run to the total for the Kayakers.
And Lako gives in another chance to Irina Lumo. Takes it for no loss after giving out a chance, and she stayed in. Again, she gives in another chance to Irina Lumo, who tells her, I will not give you this chance this time round. And there she goes out. 6 runs of 7 balls. Proskovia Alako goes out. Itanda Kayakers have 29 runs on board, after 3 wickets in 7.5 overs.
Chance given. The pace mama holds on for dear life. She's been emotion. The celebration this time round, the fist pump celebration. She brings it out and she's happy. And there are hugs and high fives around the park with Patricia Timong, the little one attempting to lift her, the pace mama. No chance there for her.
I see now the morale is back for the Sipi because it seems like they're now getting in for the game and they're now believing that whatever comes, we shall take it. No chance will be given again.
Mbabazi picks a wicket. Patricia Malmekia comes in and she's not shy to play her shots. Alako gave 2 chances in the over. First one, tough one, dropped by Adiambo Vanessa. The second one, straight to the paceman, but it was a poor ball that picked the wicket of Alako. Janet Mbabazi brings herself into the attack and she strikes, picking the big wicket of Alako, who is clearly the best batter of this tournament. It is the end of the 8th over. 30 for 3. The required runs per over, still 5.6.
Still coming from the Ginger Road side is Timong Patricia coming in to attack. The batters in Ritam Samari together with Malemikia Patricia trying to fight for their team. There she strikes the ball for 4 runs. That one pushed the score to 34 runs for 3.
More runs there.
Patricia
Patricia out
Malemikia.
here with intent to score quick runs. Habib Mugarao doesn't like too many losses in his career as a coach. He realizes that they need some quick runs somehow to send a message to the strikers that we want victory. And she sends out there Patricia Malmekia. She did the job with the ball and now she's asked to do the job with the bat. She throws her bat around like this and gets some quick runs, a quick 20. I tell you, it will be game on.
That is very true. Patricia Malemikia seems to be very serious with her bat because she's hitting Timong Patricia back-to-back 4s.
Timong right on the spot there. Patricia Malmekia, from one Patricia to another Patricia. There's no love lost, but that one missing the off stump by just a whisker of margins.
Timong Patricia being a young player, but she's experienced. She knows where to put her balls. That is why the coach and the captain has given her the chance to showcase with her ball.
Patricia Timon continues to bowl very tight here. She's gone for back-to-back 4s in the first 2 balls. But from then on, she has been bowling dot balls. She continues to dot away. Hit her up in the air.
Another chance is given by Patricia. Gloria Obukor drops that ball.
2 drop chances there by Gloria Bukor.
That is the end of this.
Look at that chance again. She trudged back not badly, got to the ball. It was there for the taking. Unfortunately, she parries it. That catching style there, kangaroo-like.
Crocodile style. Anyway, that is the end of the 9th over. Coming from the KFC side, Still the captain, Janet Babazi, giving us the 10th over. 40 runs on board after 3 wickets.
Mbabazi back in the attack, continuing to do what she does best, to bowl dot balls and maybe pick wickets. But she bowls a lot of trickery deliveries there, and those ones find the batsman not sure what to do.
What a simple run out there from Patricia Malemikia, giving out her wicket for free to Sipi Trekkers, who are celebrating for a free wicket there from Patricia Malemikia. 4 wickets down from Itanda Kayakers, 40 runs on board. After 4 wickets, we have in the 10th over running.
.40 for 4 now. Sipi Trekkers continue to inch closer to victory here. Lawrence Sema Timbers girls, easy run out chance. Janet Mbabazi happy to complete the job because Musamali doesn't call a lot. She hits the ball and doesn't call you. You set off running and then she sends you back. She's a little guilty there, half guilty.
Too risky, and I can just say it's playing a selfish game because you have to play in partnership and you have to rotate the strike as the players. You have to talk to each other and you have to see what to do for your team because I can see the wickets are falling and their top batters, the ones they believe can do the best in order for them to win this game, they are not really helping them so much.
And as we move into the early 40s here on the scoreboard in search of 98 runs, it is Shakira Sadiq that is new in the middle. Shakira Sadiq facing Janet Mbabazi. Mbabazi will know a thing or two about Sadiq. They play together a lot in the national team camps, ball at each other.
.41 runs on board for 4 and the 10th over running.
What a fielding there from the young lady, Sarah Walaza. Fielding body and soul. Sarah Walaza to save some runs for team.
Ten overs down, 41 runs on board for 4. Rita Shakira together with Rita Msamali in there battling for their team, Itanda Kayakers. Let's watch, ladies and gentlemen, and see which team is going to take this. 11th over being delivered from the Ginger Road side by Timong Patricia.
Timong back for her third over. They will set off running quickly. Musamali and Sadiq Shakira. They've also played together at the international level together, Musamali and Shakira for Uganda. Timong, who has played for just the BB Victoria Pearls, will want to outfox her senior compatriots. Shakira Sadiq off the mark. She's running very hard for her runs. the way the game should be played.
The two batters in there, Shadik together with Ritam Samali, trying now to rotate the strike in between them, trying to push the score. And right now we have 43 for 4 in 10.3 overs.
Hit straight to Adiambo. Musamali continues to make the scoreboard tick. That's how you chase down scores, get runs and nudge singles off the good balls. When the bad ball comes in, you can hit it for 4 or 6.
That is very true. The score is sticky. There she nudges the ball. They go for 2 runs. Janet Babazi trying to save that ball. And finally she saves it. And they went for 2 runs off Timong's ball. That is in 10.5, 46 runs on board after 4 wickets. Shadik together with Ritam Samali battling to the last ball. End of the over, 11 overs down. We have only 9 overs to go. 9 overs to go. As you can see, the awards are so nice in there. The spectators, it is so interesting to stay in this ground today. It is so lovely. The weather, the award, and everything, because I can see the spectators around. They are really happy and they're in the mood of seeing which team is taking this award, because the award is lovely. 12 over running, still Janet Babazi delivering for us her ball.
Janet Mbabazi into a third. Those will be leg buys. They won't go to her bowling column, all her bowling figures. Those are team extras. The trophies look nice. And you can only get this beauty if you participate in the Waterfalls T20 Elite League, the women's edition for 2023. Brought to you by Plascon, Color Your World, Bat Ball, Clean Board, Mbabazi Strikes, Shakira Sadiq. She left the gate open and the thieves ran straight into the living room and carried off the TV set. 47 for 5. It's the strikers on top of this one.
The celebration is on for Sipi Trekkers because they are getting their wicket so early, and I believe they are now getting into the game and believing that we can make it. As you can read the game, my partner here, as you can see the game, where now do you think we'll take this home?
It's very tough, very tricky. Wickets are falling very quickly. Mugara Bib has made a lot of changes, tinkering with the batting lineup. Najumba now has work to be done. She has been in such situations before, but her experience of 20 years should come to the fore, surely, now or never.
On the striker's end is a Najumba Franklin, and the bowler coming from the KFC side is the captain, Janet Mbabazi, giving us the 12th over running. 47 runs on board after 5. There she was to try to risk, but still
Franklin Najumba, they are facing Janet Mbabazi. They know each other very well. They've played for Uganda for quite some time. Of course, Najumba graduating to a team manager's role. Mbabas would want to put her best shift in now. She has 2 for 8. She's trying to run away with the man of match award here. Off the mark for Franklin. Like a senior, she is.
As we can see, Janet, each and every time she's talking to her fielders, telling them the right position to be, because she knows how the batters in there plays, because she has been playing with them, the tournaments, the leagues and everything. So she knows how each of the batters who are in there can play. That is why she's trying to set her pitch each and every time. That was the end of the 12th over. We have only 8 overs to go. 49 runs on board for 5. The batters in there. Najumba Franklin together with Ritam Samali trying to push her team in order to ensure that they chase the score and they get their target.
And as I will wrap up the 12th, I'll take a break. I'll leave you with the experienced Dennis Musali. I'll come back with 4 overs to go at after the 16th to see this game off. Sandra, keep enjoying your stint. You're doing very, very well. And the final, there's no room for second guessing and for half shifts. We've put in a big shift in the box as the players look to put in a big shift as well.
Najumba Franklin seems to be very serious, and she really wants to take this trophy to be the beauty of their team, and together they will celebrate if at all they go in. Dennis Musali, you're welcome to join me in this combox.
Pleasure for me to be with you, Sandra. You've been the proper find, the gem. Maybe your talent is here, not the other side. I know you will disagree completely. But
The other side.
but I'll let you have your time in the sun. As a batsman, wicketkeeper myself, until I retire to the comms box. But we hope to have you here for a very, very long time. It's always a pleasure having a chat with you.
Oh, thank you.
98 runs, do you think was enough?
As I can see, the Sipi trackers, they are really angry for wickets, and they are trying to get the wickets. So I believe they might defend their runs, what they have set. I believe they can defend. But still, on the other side, Najumba together with Ritam Samali, they are keeping the score ticking each and every time. I believe still the boat is not balancing. Until we see that the boat has already balanced is when we can now judge that which is which.
Do you think Itanda Kayakers were either too overconfident in trying to approach the total?
Itanda Kayakers, they were not really confident because their opening batters, their top batters, all of them I see they are all out, and now they're trying out other batters in order to ensure that they can take their team home.
End of the 13th, 52 for 5. The Itanda Kayakers, the Sipi Trackers have made 98 seem like 200 runs. Very difficult to score runs. They also struggled to get to 98. So it hasn't been easy for any of the teams this afternoon. The first time we've seen Franklin Najumba come out to bat for the Itanda Kayakers. She's been there, done that. So today they will be looking at her beautiful trophies. You would want to take one of those, that big lion
I should
for the
take
MVP.
that lion.
Unfortunately, none of the medals will be around your neck for today. Maybe in the next edition they will.
Next edition, I believe, in good spirits, we shall take it as a team.
What are some of the things you've learned from this tournament for you as a player, especially being out there in the middle competing against the best people, the best players in the country and from outside the country? What are some of the things you've picked up?
Okay, I've picked up so many things that I'll have to go back and work out on, because I've seen and I've realized my mistake where it is, and I believe if I go back down there, I'll have to work out with my coaches, and I'll have to approach them in any way that they can help me, so that I can work on my weaknesses, so that I come back harder in the next time I come back harder and I deliver. to my best, and we go till we take that trophy.
Yeah, what are those particular things? Is it your batting? Is it the fielding? Is it the keeping?
Mostly it is on the batting that I've seen myself that I didn't perform in this tournament because there was some mistakes that I made that didn't push me all that, because during this tournament I didn't perform because I believe I didn't apply what I was being told by the coach. Another chance there was given. Nampina trying into ball there. The 14th over. Najumba together with Rita Musamali.
Yeah, Rita Msamali striking at just 50%. Not good enough if you're trying to chase down a total. The run rate 6.5 every over. They need some big hits. Franklin Najumba is a very strong player, so maybe she's the one who will be taking the initiative. We saw yesterday pedestrian knock there from Rita Msamali, losing effort, scored 45 not out, but wasn't good enough in the end when they fell short by 13 runs against the Bujagari Rafters. So we need to find a way.
Trying to toss the balls there, but giving Franklin Najumba had time to play her balls, dancing in the wicket, trying to put in style and flares in order to ensure that she gets that ball. And there she takes it. That ball was served by Mbabazi Janet together with Obukor Gloria. Served that ball from going for 4 runs. And that was the end of the over. 14 overs down, 56 runs on board with 5 wickets down. Rita Msamali together with Najumba Franklin. Ladies and gentlemen, the trophies and the medals are really, really looking so interesting. As you can see, even in the Itanda Kayakers dressing room, they are really, I can see the players are not in good moods because they think that the game is getting out of their hands. But still, anything can happen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the last game. 15th over running, coming in from the Ginger Road side is Janet Babas, the captain of the Sipi Trekkers, giving us the 15th over. Trying to create pressure in there between Ritam Samali and Najumba, trying to give pressure to the fielders, but Janet Babazi, the captain, is setting her field every time in order to make sure that she gets the wicket to save her team and to take that beautiful trophy which you guys are seeing in there.
Janet Mbabazi has led very well her team, led from the front, has scored the runs. She's the second leading wicket taker in the tournament and the second highest run scorer in the tournament as well. So she has been a leader who has led from the front for her team.
Chance they are given by Najumba and Rita takes it. There she goes out. Najumba, 12 balls, 13 balls, and she has only 6 runs on board. 57 in total for the whole team. 6 wickets down. Janet Babazi, the bowler, gives in that tricky ball and she leaves that ball up in the sky. Good celebration from Sipi.
Yeah, celebrations there from Rita Nyangendo. Very, very emotional. No pace in that ball. Franklin Najumba doesn't have the power to go past Rita Nyangendo, who takes a very good catch diving in front. The champagne on ice now for the Sipi Trekkers. It's just a matter of time, you feel.
Walking into bat is Mushakamba Claire, the batter of Itanda Kayakers. We have 57 runs on board after 6 wickets the target is now the two-sided. Janet Mbabazi giving us the 15th over, still setting her pitch for the batter who has just walked in there, Claire Mushakamba.
Let's start running between the wickets there, Claire and Rita Msamali. Nearly getting Rita Msamali run out. Only saved by a poor throw from Janet Mbabazi.
Janet Mbabazi, the captain of Sipi, trying to ball variations, putting flair on her balls in order to make sure that she takes out Claire Mushakamba, who is on the striker's end.
I think the right thing she's done there, Sandra, is to just take the pace of the ball. So if you're going to try and tee her off, you need to use a lot of power.
That is the end of the over. 15 overs down. We have only 5 overs to go. And 59 runs on board after 6 wickets. Rita Musamali together with Mushakamba Claire battling in there for their team. Itanda Kayakers, Sipi Trekkers trying to defend what they had said.
Janet Mbabazi finishes with 3 for 12 from 4 overs. Brilliant spell from her. But we'd like to thank NBA Sport for bringing you this final and in the comfort of your living rooms. That's what they call championing Ugandan sport. The game has been live on NBA Sport since 2 p.m. The final of the ladies edition of the Waterfalls T20 League. And of course the partners who made it possible, Rocky Telecom, the data partners for the event, Pepsi, the beverage partners, Batball, Century Cinema, Ken Bright Uganda, Blink Logistics have all made sure that this tournament happens. The men's edition will be starting next week on Thursday from the 26th to the 29th. Make sure you come through on Thursday and watch some exhilarating cricket from the men. The girls have put on an amazing show for the last 4 days. Not very easy to play back-to-back games every day, but the young girls and women have made sure that they entertain us every day. And today it comes down to this. One winner, Sipi Trekkers, so far looking like the team that are going to take the tournament. No ball called there. And I think it's because Kevin Awino was trying to reach for the ball. Overzealous from her, they are trying to get Claire Mushakamba stamped. The umpire, John Trust Maeko, calling no ball. Because there's little pace in Stefani Nampina's ball, so you have to wait for them before they get to you. But Kevin Awino, they are trying to reach for the ball, and that is an automatic no ball.
50 overs down, 61 runs on board after 6. Rita Msamali together with Mushakamba Claire trying to push the score. We have only 4.3 overs to go to end this day. It's a very wonderful day to have these finals. Dennis Musali, according to you, when you see the batters who are in there right now, do you think if they keep playing like that, blocking the balls and whatever, do you think they can get the remaining runs, or they have to adjust? If you were the coach, would you send a message, or what should you do?
Yeah, you'd want to send a message, but the challenge is that the two batters who are in now don't have the skill set to execute whatever you want. Rita Msamali is an accumulator. She's not a power player. So most of the time, you won't see her trying to hit out. She's someone who likes to take her time. it's very easy for her to be in there with someone who can hit the ball, let's say Alako or Franklin, because she knows how to rotate the strike. She uses her feet well, but she's not a power player. She won't hit so many boundaries unless they are too obvious for her. So it's a bit of a challenge for her to try and execute, especially if you're trying to up the ante. Stefani Nampina struggling with the ball. It's not coming out of her hand very well. Leg spin is a very difficult art, so sometimes things go the other way. Another no ball from her. Much better this time. Very good fielding from Fiona Kulume. So for example, things like that, Sandra, for any other player, such a free hit, they will try and hit it out, but Rita Msamali doesn't have the power to try and hit the ball very far.
Okay, as in me, when they show it's a free hit, I'll have to ensure that I cover all my stumps, and I would like to see that I use my power to hit that ball, because I believe even if there is no big penalty, that will be there.
What people don't understand, what most people confuse, is that
Another chance there in the air, taken by Pace Mama, Arina Lumo. That is her second catch, taking Claire Mushakamba out. 7 wickets in 65 runs, 15.5 overs. Claire Mushakamba goes out, but good celebration from Sipi together with their captain.
yeah, they say bad balls get wickets, and that was a hit-me ball from Stefani Nampina, sort of a gift. Claire Mukashakamba again doesn't make good connection with it. Ends up popping a catch. A very simple one here for Irene Alumo. She has taken a more difficult one in the match already. That was too easy for her. She was never going to put it down. Staring down the barrel of a defeat, the Itanda Kayakers, 65 for 7. We must say champagne on ice for the Sipi Trekkers now.
Walking into bat for Itanda Kayakers is Nakayo of Jacqueline, who has just walked in. "16 overs down. We have 65 runs on board after 7 wickets. We have only 4 runs to go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so interesting to be in this final, because we can see the Sipi together with the Itanda Kayakers. They are fighting, and I believe they are going to fight till the last ball.
Do you think there will be a late show in this match, Sandra? Could we have a miracle happening? Somehow Itanda overturning this?
Yeah, we cannot start judging the book right now, because we may not know what might happen in maybe the next 2 or 3 overs that are coming up. So anything can happen, and the coin will be on the other side, you'll be on this side, so you'll fail to see what is in the other side of the coin.
Yeah, Sandra keeping her cards very close to her chest. She's not giving away anything. You have a soft spot there for Itanda.
Jacqueline trying to hit the ball, but still goes straight to Rita, who takes it back to the keeper. Gloria Obukor coming from the Ginger Road side, giving us the 17th over. We have 3.3 overs to go.
Can clear see there from Gloria Bukol telling Rita Nyangendo to just come down. Now they know that singles are not enough for the Itanda Kayakers. They need some big hits. If you deny them those, that run rate is already 9 runs every over. They want to get 2 runs. Rita Msamali just stands back. What a miss. Easier to hit than miss, but Gloria Obukol shows us that it was easy for her to miss than hit. Rita Nakayev was struggling for ground. Good pick up and throw from Vanessa Adiambo. Very, very good stuff there from Vanessa. Gloria Obukol had all the time in the world to just run to the stumps and wipe off the bails. She chose the more difficult option, which was the wrong one. Completely missed everything.
That was the end of the over. 17 overs down. We have only 18 balls to go. Can we say any miracle can happen? We have 69 runs on board of 7. Rita Msamali first 40 balls, 21 runs. Nakayev 0 for 2. Coming in from the KFC side, still Nampina giving us the 18th over. We have only 18 balls to the end of the finals. Jacqueline Nakayev trying now to open up her batch in order to make sure that they chase these runs. In 17 balls, 70 runs on board after 7 wickets. Rita Msamali together with Nakayev trying to chase for Itanda Kayakers. The two animals battling themselves. Things are not really easy here. Ladies and gentlemen, there she gives a chance to Rita, and she walks out in a very miserable way, thinking that today has been a bad day for me. There a good celebration from the team of Sipi Trackers. 8 wickets, 71 runs, and 17.2.
My money was on the CP Trackers, Sandra, will tell you, only because I know Janet Mbabazi has the knack of winning such tournaments. Nothing ball again from Stephanie Nampina. Simple catch for Rita Nyangendo, her second in the game. But you feel now Itanda Kayakers is only delaying the inevitable. CP Trackers will be the winners of this 3rd edition of the Women's Elite League. They didn't score so many runs, but they put in a very good shift in the field and with the ball to make sure that they put them in a position of being the champions. Another knock, nothing knock, honestly, for Rita Msamali. 21 from 40 balls, but it will still come down to nothing if her team doesn't get over the line.
Itanda Kayakers needs 27 runs over 16 balls. On the strikers' end is Lona Anyait. Lona Anyai together with Rita Msamali playing for Itanda Kayakers. There she gets her first run. Lona Anyait plays that ball between covers and point. And there she goes for 1 run, pushing the score to 72 for 8 after 17.3 overs. Rita Msamali tries to hit the ball in the point, but Sarah Walaza tells her, no, I cannot give you this single. Free run there from the bowler, Nampina, the Don, pushing the score to 73 for 8 and 17.5. Shot there from Rita Msamali. And good picker from Janet Babazi. 74 for 8 after 18 overs. We have only 12 balls to go. Lona Anyait together with Ritam Samali trying to push the score, wanting to take this trophy. But ladies and gentlemen, things are not easy here. It is now time for pressure. 12 balls in 24 balls. Anything can happen. Still on to the last ball. We do really appreciate our partners, Uganda Cricket Association, Batbo, Plascon, Pepsi.
Well done, well done, Sandra. The other partners for the event, Ken Bright Uganda, Blink Logistics, have all been part of this edition of the Women's T20 League. And of course, we won't forget NBA Sport champion Uganda Sports, who have brought you this final. Gloria Obukol and Lona. Can Lona hit a few? Maybe she has some sixes in her. You could tell us, Sandra.
Okay, in this tournament, haven't seen any, but it's yesterday when Bujagali was playing Itanda Kayakers, Imi Natsui took Lona for a big 6 in Ginger Roadside. 75 runs on board for 8 and 19th overrunning. We have only 9 balls to go. 23.
Another run out here for the Itanda Kayakers. Lona sent back by Ritam Samali. She was already on the charge. 76 for 9.
Lona just gives away her wicket, and she didn't showcase the fighting spirit to defend her team, to defend her wickets that he picked in the first inning. 19th overrunning, 76 runs on board after 9 wickets. Sipi needs only 1 wicket to take this home. Ladies and gentlemen, you can now see where do you fall, where are you supporting, and you can tell now which team is taking this beautiful trophy home. Walking into bat is Teddy Oyela on the striker's end, who has picked beautiful wickets in the first, and that is the end of the over, and that is the end of the game. CP Trekkers with a very, very good celebration takes in Teddy Oyela with 1 ball. She gives away her wicket. Ritam Samali, 43 balls of 23 runs. Gloria Obukor takes it away, and that is a very, very good. That one has been a very good defense from CP Trekkers. Congratulations to our winning team, CP Trekkers. It has really been a good fight for you. The captain together with the coach, the manager, and your teammates. I believe you guys have been working so very hard, and I believe last night you guys didn't sleep thinking of the Trekkers, on what to do for the Trekkers. Good luck, and well done to our officiators, the umpires. We really do appreciate your efforts and everything. We do appreciate the Batbo and all our partners.
Yeah, celebration time there for the CP Trekkers, who will be winners of the 3rd edition. They've done well, defended their 98, 76 all out for the Itanda Kayakers. The weather has changed incredibly very fast, so we'll set up quickly and make sure we get through the celebrations and the prize giving ceremony quickly before the weather comes. Thank you very much, Sandra, for being with us, and everyone who's been watching the cricket on Women's Cricket Zone, NBA Sport, or Bat Ball, or TV. We'll be here next week for the men's edition of the same tournament. But for now, we'll take a short break. We'll let you watch the highlights as we prepare for the prize giving ceremony.
Editor, sorry, timekeeper, what are you? Did you have a very safe?
Tubireke wano tubireseewo wano timekeeper.
Ojijemu gundi ene jude jimpe power bank ni kebo yako mbona vipi tuje kuitegera ubunshi tu kana kaleso wano
Mbadde simanyi ye kooki wange oyo